Let's see what we can get educated, which topics we can get educated about today. I hate the world. Okay, that's a good team name. It might be good for like a metal band or something like that. AI-powered 3D reconstruction. Okay, that AI-powered 3D reconstruction will make various industries more efficient and accurate. Okay. Which industries benefit the most from 3D reconstruction? Gaming and VR creates realistic and immersive environments. Autonomous vehicles helps in mapping and healthcare. Assists in medical imaging, in surgery planning, cultural heritage, and e-commerce. Okay, that's an interesting. What would be also interesting for this answer is like, what evidence do you have to support your opinions? Did you find any evidence? It looks like this group did some homework, so it would be interesting to know what evidence, right? If we look at the example, you can see here's a link to that paper that actually supports the finding. What are the biggest challenges in 3D reconstruction? High computing cost requires powerful GPUs and data quality issues, slow processing. Okay, again, it would be good to have some evidence to support your answer. How can 3D reconstruction be improved in the future? Better hardware, faster hybrid approaches, combining AO3, cloud computing. Okay. Oh, there's a reference there. 3D Gaussian splatting. Okay. Okay, that's not a very typical. That's not what I would call a typical focus group topic. This is a very specialized research topic. It's very specialized. It's not normally what we would have a focus group discussion about. If it's this specialized of a topic, this would be a good panel for researchers that are actively doing research in the field, as opposed to maybe some people that are not doing research in the field. But anyways, that's a reasonable example. It would just be nice to have some evidence to support your opinions. That's all. .666, okay. I see a theme between I hate the world and 666. There's a strong thread of optimism running through the crowd. Will AI replace human laborers? Now that's a cool topic. That's a good one. I like that. I have an opinion on that myself. I can give my opinion after. I would have enjoyed taking place in this discussion. Is AI currently leading to job replacement? AI has already replaced humans in certain areas. Okay, companies are more likely to use it as initial customer service representative. Moreover, AI is being utilized for manual work and production line tasks. Even artists and teachers. However, there's no direct evidence that can link artificial intelligence to human unemployment. Yep, that's an interesting statement. Yep. Oh, I like this. For example, a study involving 6,000 customers to test their responses when receiving calls from AI or human agents showed that when AI disclosed it's in advance, the purchase rates decreased by more than 79%. That is a good, I like that evidence. That's nice. Yep. That's nice. Does AI have creativity? That's a good question too, actually. This is a good group. Who is this group? Nice, nice discussion. Compared with creation, AI is more like producing new ideas by refining existing ideas. However, it is likely that AI may develop spontaneous creativity. We found a paper about this topic, arguments for the rise of artificial intelligence art. Does AI art have creativity, motivation, self-awareness, and emotion? Okay. Recognizing the output of AI as a kind of pseudo-creativity may be the most accurate. That's a difficult question to answer. It's, in some ways it's impossible because you have to define what creativity is. And to define creativity is not very easy. Should we use AI? But this is a perfect focus group discussion, actually. This is a perfect example because you're trying to get people's opinions on a topic. So it's, and it's also really good because it's so difficult to define creativity, right? You'd have to try to define creativity as well. So it's a really good, this is a very gray area. And that's a nice thing for focus groups, like to have a discussion about gray areas. Gesundheit. Should we use AI in our daily life or workplace? When AI is introduced in an organization, this is an important point. We propose that different organizational groups may have their own sense-making activities, and thus their sense-making process could be entirely different. However, more specifically, and contrary to the recent conceptual, our results suggest that AI-powered automation and augmentation solutions are likely to be neither distinctly separate from nor mutually exclusive with one another. Okay, I don't know how much that actually addresses this specific question. It also doesn't really sound like something you guys formulated your own opinions of. It looks like more like the opinion of some research paper rather than your own personal opinions. But otherwise, it's a good focus group activity. I'd like to just add my own useless commentary on top of this question. I'm an AI skeptic, actually, and I think that people are overly optimistic in this case about the advances in AI. And I'll give you some examples, like how many, if you just go about your day-to-day business, you can count the number of failing software-hardware combinations every day. So for example, how many times do you walk to an ATM and it's out of order? Like, it happens all the time. So that's a very, very simple, relatively simple task, right? To just take money out, right? Take money from inside the machine and transfer it out of the machine. We've been working on this for 40 years or something, and it's still not very reliable. I still run into all sorts of ATM machines. They're very, I don't know what percentage of the time they're out of order, but it's pretty high. Like, I wouldn't bet my life on an ATM machine. Like, if I'm going up to get money and your life depends on it, you're in big trouble. Like, I would say maybe 10 to 20% of the time they're not working. It's a pretty simple task. Another task that everybody thought was going to succeed was checkouts at grocery stores. If you've noticed, checkouts at grocery stores still don't work, those automated machines. almost every single time I use an automated checkout, somebody from the store, an employee from the store has to come and fix something. It's probably 80% of the time that this automated checkout service does not work. So that was an example of like everybody just thought, oh, cash register, till people are all going to be unemployed. It didn't work out that way, and those self-checkout machines have been around for a long time now, and they're still not working reliably. And I even saw an article, the first news article that says the self-checkout might be actually canceled. Like a lot of stores are thinking about canceling the self-checkout because it's introduced more problems than with the human checkout, and it's introduced higher costs of hardware, higher costs of software maintenance. So these are some predictions that people made a long time ago that didn't happen. Another simple problem that still isn't solved is just presentations and projectors. Very, very simple, but people struggle still just giving presentations with projectors. I'll give you an example. Right now, this projector is broken. If you want to come up and see, there's a display here that chooses the different projectors. It's broken right now. This is still an unsolved problem. Just another unsolved problem that's been around for 50 to 60 years is printing. Like, printing is still like very unreliable, very difficult. There are all sorts of problems just with printing. Like, I'm sure you've all encountered problems like you try to print something and it doesn't work and you spend a half an hour trying to fix things, like maybe the paper is jammed or maybe the toner is gone or something's gone wrong. But anyways, I think the optimism over AI replacing people is a little bit, it's marketing. It's essentially, that's what it is, it's marketing. Advertising dollars. That's just my little commentary on that topic, because I think about that topic. Okay, any other submissions? How do I do a refresh? Okay, so these are the only two, right? Any other submissions? Anybody else want to submit something? Okay, so for this one, this group here, if you want free laptop sleeves, I have them in my office, room C70. Is it C76? I think. Yeah, I have free laptop sleeves if you like them. They're a little bit bigger. This is a 13-inch. The ones I have are 15-inch. And there's one up there I saw. Can you just hold it up? That's an example of what one of them looks like. Congratulations, Group 666. Okay, we will stop here. Oh, no, there's one more submission after I just saw one come in. But that doesn't mean you guys will, you'll still have your prize. Don't worry. Group member secret. Group B. Okay, this is a truly an anonymous group that is too embarrassed to. Can AI CG detection be avoided in academic? Okay, that's the AI generate. Yes, that's a good question. This is a good question, and you guys shouldn't be anonymous, because this is a very, very good question. Like, I think everybody is wondering about this now. Everybody, how to detect AI, generated content. can be avoided using some certain techniques. The research below shows that AICG rate can be lowered from more than 70 to 27%. Modern threats in academic evaluating plagiarism and artificial intelligence coercive chat. Okay, yep. Can the results of AICG detection tools be discussion? Quiet discussion. That's funny. We reached the conclusion that AICG detection tools have some kinds of accuracy, but it's generally not trustworthy for now, and they will be even more inaccurate in the future. We found some evidence for that. Okay. What will be the future of academia under the impact of AI? Okay, that's a good question. These are good questions, by the way. This is a good focus group topic. And it's interesting, and this is part of the thing that we explore in this module, right? Last week's workshop, it was last week, right? Using AI for coursework 1. That was part of the exercise. One of the really difficult things about this is the way that academics can spot it. It's very difficult to articulate why academics can spot it so easily and quickly. But when you're an experienced academic, you can just spot it. Like, oh, this is not, this content was not generated by this author. We're very, very good at spotting it. And it's hard to articulate why. But I saw an AI generated reference last week, or a few days ago, and I knew within 1 second that it was an AI generated reference. Less than a second. It was like pre-attentive processing, like boom, that's not a real reference. I just knew it right away. And that's part of the experience. So it's, yeah, that's an interesting topic. That's a really interesting topic. Okay, it looks like we have one more. Okay. I guess depending on how you share it, when you share a document, the option that you choose, depends, influences, if I can access it or not. Let's try it again. Okay. Oh, okay. You'll get an email letting you know. Okay, any other submissions, questions, comments? Okay, if everybody's happy, we will stop here. If you're not happy, you can come and talk to me until you're happy. Have a good weekend.